All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Hall. You may call me Dr. Kennard. This is the Disappointed Cat Morning Show where we cover the news through a secular lens, maybe with a few laughs here and there, sprinkled, peppled through the show. Peppered? I think that was the intention word I was in my brain. All right, let's just do something funny, right? Shall we go over the news stories we're covering in this 25-minute segment? Because we're doing this show till 9:25, and then we're doing the open room from 9:30 to 10. I'm still on vacation. News stories. COVID minister, COVID person, anti-masker, anti-vaxxer, now dead. Bodybuilder got arrested for being involved with the Capitol riot. Fusion. Is fusion in our future? Nuclear fusion, that is, everyone, not fusion cuisine. And the environmental disaster that's going on in the States. All right, let's do something funny.
I am a dog. I have one job. When the mail lady comes, I bark a whole lot. No one has asked me to do this job, but I do it anyways. For some reason, the mail lady's here. The mail lady's here. Attack, 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 attack. The mail lady's here. The mail lady's here. Attack, 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 attack. I'm so excited. It happens every day, except for Sunday. Why doesn't she come on Sunday? Are we not friends anymore? Is this something I said? Am I never gonna see her again? Wait, she's back! She's back! Oh yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4! The mail lady's here! The mail lady's here! Attack! 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 Attack!
Wrong button.
I am a...
All right, everyone. It's been a rough morning so far. Vacation, right? That's what I'm still in the palatial room here. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see who's in the chat. Oh, John Hudson, Robert X, good morning. Oh, Tobin Templeman, you're so correct for that, sir. I was just getting into the elevators that we have here at the hotel I'm staying at. We are staying at. Very small, the little death coffins, basically. And you would expect that there would only be 1 or 2 people on an elevator at a time. No, there are people who just want to jam-pack those things. Tesla Ranger. Sammy Jenkins. Good morning, Sammy Jenkins. Dr. Mordecai, it's raining here. It is raining here. Well, it has rained. It will rain. Cryptameria. Kevin Chaos. My favorite brand of chaos. Kevin Chaos. All right. Jessi Bear, good morning. All right. So, yeah, we got a whole bunch of stories doing the show until 9:25. Going to take a small break and then do the after show at 9:30. The link is in the description, everyone, if you want to be on the panel. All right. Should we just get to it? I think we should just get to it, right? And when I say to it, I mean memes. This is a joke from Ian Harris. He wrote this down yesterday posted on Facebook. I think my pillows are made from false memory foam. I'm sure Ian would say it better. He has performed at a number of secular, skeptical, atheist conferences. He's been on this channel a gaggle of times. Great guy, funny guy, smart guy. And here's the next meme. I might have shared this before. I don't know. There's so many memes. Alien. This is a movie review, everyone. Alien is a movie where nobody listens to the smart woman, and then they all die, except for the smart woman and her cat. 4 stars. And the cat looks like our cat girlfriend. It's a tabby. It's a tabby cat. Oh, man. All right, so let's do this. We're going to go right into the news story. Let's go into this guy right here. Dr. Jimmy DeYoung. Prophecy Today intelligence briefing. Maybe he did not prophesize that he was going to die from COVID. if he was able to prophesize that, maybe he would have been a little bit more pro-vaccine. Maybe. This is the story from Hemet Menta, the friendly atheist Christian radio host who discouraged getting the vaccine dies. Wah, wah. Oh, uncalled for. That kind of Schadenfreude. I was thinking about rebranding the show as the Schadenfreude Cat Show, but that girlfriend likes it. But I think that would be a little bit too mean-spirited. Might scare away some people. I don't know. You can put a post in the comments if you like the Schadenfreude Cat Show.
I vote for it.
You vote for the Schadenfreude Cat Show? All right, we got one vote for it. Jimmy DeYoung Sr., the host of the Christian radio show Prophecy Today, the man who spread misinformation about COVID to his audience and discouraged his audience from getting vaccinated, has died of you know what, the virus that will not be named. We know what it is. It's COVID-19. America's beloved Bible prophecy teacher, Dr. Jimmy DeYoung Sr., passed away early Sunday morning, according to his wife, Judy. Dr. DeYoung has been admitted to Memorial Hospital on August 7th. His wife had requested prayer for her husband a short time after he was diagnosed with COVID. I wonder if it worked. He had preached at the Church of the Highlands in Harrison on August 1st. So that was his last known speaking engagement. So he was diagnosed with COVID on the 7th. He was speaking on the 1st. So he was pretty much a little plague rat, just preaching, emitting viral, they're not spores, but virus, shedding the virus. That's what, I think that's the term. His wife also caught COVID, but she appears to be recovering. And this is Heaven's little bit here at the end. I still have a hard time finding empathy for people like him, people who had an audience and encouraged them to make the worst possible decisions. How many Christians suffered because they trusted him? How many people decided Jesus would heal them? So they put themselves in a position to infect everyone around them. That's right. Well, I'm not crying. I'm not crying for Dr. Jimmy DeYoung. I'm not crying for him. I'm not crying for his wife. Any thoughts and prayers I would be sending them would be in the Schadenfreude variety. Simply Secular Dave, starting late, and you're watching at 1.25. Am I as hilarious at that speed, Dave?
More hilarious. Hilarious, sir.
You think it's more hilarious, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Man. So you like the cat? Do you like the Schadenfreude Cat Show? I think we're getting some support here in the chat for the Schadenfreude Cat Show. MC Fractal, morning, Dr. Kennard, everyone. Here's my gallery of fractals and stuff for anyone interested. MC Fractal is an incredibly talented guy, incredibly talented person. Definitely worth checking out his work. All right. Andy is funniest times 2 speed, just so that I'm indecipherable, right, Jessi Bear? And Sammy Jenkins, well said. Jimmy DeDead now. Jimmy DeDead, that's right. It's hard to spell Schadenfreude, you're right. That's the Ranger. We're going to just keep blasting through news stories, everyone. What's the next one? A bodybuilding Trump fan photographed dragging a police officer during the Capitol riot has been arrested after months-long hunt by internet sleuths. So, Meathead, no, okay, I'm not going to talk smack about people who bodybuild. This gentleman in Michigan, bulked up. He was already bulked up, made his living in the bulk, not in the brains, but in the bulk. Went down to the Capitol on January 6th and was part of just assaulting an officer. This dude dragged an officer down the steps where another dude hit him with a flat pole. And now the bodybuilder's been arrested. Let's check out the story. Links in the description. More than 7 months after a mob of pro-Trump rioters attacked the Capitol building, authorities have identified and arrested a high-profile suspect who was photographed dragging a police officer down a set of stairs during the siege. Logan Barnard, a 40-year-old Michigan bodybuilder, faces multiple charges, including assaulting federal officers with a dangerous weapon, according to the FBI. HuffPost, which first reported the arrest and said Barnhart became a white whale for online internet sleuths searching for information on unidentified insurrectionists in the aftermath of the attack. The Sedition Hunters community gave Barnhart the nickname Cat Sweat. I feel like that's an insult against cats, because he is alleged to have worn a Caterpillar brand sweatshirt to the Capitol on January 6th. The FBI had been referring to the suspect, who was wanted for assaulting officers, as Capitol Suspect 128-AFO. According to the HuffPost, the outlet identified Barnhart months ago thanks to the work of citizen sleuths. Job well done, citizen sleuths, but refrained from publishing his name because of his violent history, which includes writing charges from his teenage years. Who would have thought a person who has a history of violence would do more violence as an adult? In April, Sedition Hunters discovered video of Barnhart at the Trump rally preceding the Capitol attack that showed him without sunglasses, giving sleuths the opportunity to search publicly available facial recognition materials on the internet. The search yielded multiple images of Barnhart, including photos of him on bodybuilding sites and photography portfolios, according to the HuffPost. Sedition Hunters even uncovered photos of a shirtless Barnhart posing on the cover of multiple romance novels with names like Step Brother Unsealed, A Bad Boy Military Romance. Was that funny, girlfriend? That seems funny, right? All right, last panel, everyone. But it was Barnhart's, undone by Instagram, everyone, but it was Barnhart's Instagram that ultimately led to his arrest. According to HuffPost, Barnhart posted a photo of himself in July 2019, in which he was wearing the same American flag that he would be photographed in at the Capitol on January 6th. On August 2020, video on his account featured a similar Caterpillar branded sweatshirt as well. Thank you, citizen sleuths and Instagram taking down another fascist inadvertently, right? Check out the chat. Cat sweat. Man. All right. Hey, you got a fan, girlfriend. John Hudson said, love the girlfriend's comment in the background. Reminds me of the days of Colbert. We're doing the show from his home. You know, when we are at home, because, when we're at home, the girlfriend's actually typically working. Or if she's not working, because we're on there's different floors to the house. So usually she is not here in an adjacent room. All right. Lake Mead, environmental disaster. I suppose we should cover this, right? The ongoing climate crisis and how it's going to affect millions of people here in the States and maybe millions of people up in Canada once people in the States realize Canada's full of water. I shouldn't say that, Dave. I know I shouldn't be talking that to my Canadian friend here. All right, let's check out. Water shortage could cause millions of Americans to cut back. That's a rosy picture of what's happening out in Lake Mead. For those of you who don't know what Lake Mead is, it is the artificial lake caused by the Hoover Dam. See, you might learn something sometimes here, despite my best efforts. Here we go.
In the Mojave Desert, water is everything, and you don't have to look far to see how it's drying up. Everywhere you see right here, all of this beach, this used to be underwater less than 20 years ago. It was the bottom of Lake Mead, and that white ribbon you can see on the hills over there behind me, that's the old water line. But the water levels here in Lake Mead have fallen 130 feet just since the year 2000, and now falling below the critical threshold of 1,075 feet, triggering today the first ever federal water shortage declaration for the Colorado River Basin and the 40 million people who rely on that water. They're going to see cuts to their water supply starting at the beginning of next year. I spoke to the head of the Southern Nevada Water Authority, who said they've been planning on this, but it's still going to mean some difficult choices.
We've done great here for the last 20 years. We're going to have to continue to drive down our per capita water usage for the next several decades. And they also need to know that the pie is shrinking. We have 40 million Americans, 7 states and 2 countries that rely upon this river, and there's going to be less water for everyone in the 21st century.
This first round of water cuts is mostly going to affect agriculture and farming, and Arizona is set to take the biggest hit, losing about 8% of their total water supply when these Colorado River cuts take effect at the beginning of next year. But in the years to come, if this drought gets worse, as scientists predict it will, we could see tier 2 and even tier 3 cuts. That could mean water supply cuts to residences in cities like Tucson, Phoenix, and Las Vegas.
Unexpected video.
Hey, you're right. Lake Mead should be full of meat, Tesla Ranger. I believe Lake Mead, and tell me if I'm wrong, chat, named after the Union general that commanded the Union side at the Battle of Gettysburg. He was named Old Googly Eyes. Goggle eyes. He had, goggly eyes, basically. So Lake Mead, did you see the video? Did you see how low the water level was? If you look at old pictures from Lake Mead, dramatically different. Farting hard. There's a movie called Thunderpants where the kid can't stop farting, so they built him a pair of metal pants that store and weaponize his farts. Now I want to see the movie. I'm not going to lie to you. Now I want to see that. Now I need to see that movie. Scott Duke, you're late. That's okay. You can be late. You got caught on an early Zoom call. that I'm starting a new job next week, right? I don't want to make this all about me, but I got an email at 8:00 this morning saying, Andy, we need to talk about your schedule at your new job. And I'm like, the HR person just back from vacation sends you an email at 8:00 in the morning telling you that you need to talk. That's not a good sign, everyone. That's not a good sign. Enough about me. Let's do the halftime tummy rub show. Grand Farmer, good to see you here. All right, so halftime tummy rub show. I know it's after the halftime. It's after halftime, but please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And once again, I run the show without ads. I hate ads. You hate ads, everyone. And so this is run by YouTube members and patrons, which I thank. Let's do the halftime tummy rub show, everyone.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Christian Art That Confuses Me, in which we will discuss Christian art that confuses me. We're starting this series off with Stephen Sawyer's masterpiece entitled The Undefeated, in which he reimagines Jesus as a love child between Eddie Vedder and Fabio. Sawyer stated that this painting was done to remind us that Jesus is constantly fighting and interceding for us. If you look closely, you will see that his intercession gloves are labeled mercy. Is he interceding with his fists? Is he punching us in the face with his mercy? I don't know. Unfortunately, the Jesus Ali series continued, and Jesus becomes oilier and buffer. And finally, for reasons best known only to himself, Jesus is a white man with no body hair. Help.
Yes, that was an intense video, everyone. I was unacquainted with this artist's work beforehand, and wow. What's up, Bonnie? Glad to see that you're here. Jesus does work out a lot. I didn't realize that he was so buff. Was he at the Capitol riot? Maybe he was at the Capitol riot, everyone. David Paul, glad to see you around, David Paul. Rock me, sexy Jesus. Indeed. They are bizarre, MC Fractal. It just shows you the weird psychosis of that death cult. All right. We're going to talk about fusion power. Sure, fusion's been a dream. Those of us old enough remember the hoax, the faux story, the faux science of cold fusion back in the 80s, where there was this experiment and supposedly fusion happened, but it never really turned out to be fusion. Well, now we are taking a step closer to maybe for real fusion, like economically feasible fusion. Let me just get to the story, because that's what you're all saying. Just get to the story, Andy. Links in the description, everyone. U.S. lab stands on threshold of key nuclear fusion goal. U.S. Science Institute is on the verge of achieving a long-standing goal in nuclear fusion research. The National Ignition Facility uses a powerful laser to heat and compress hydrogen fuel, initiating fusion. An experiment suggests the goal of ignition, where the energy released by fusion exceeds that delivered by the laser, is now within touching distance. Harnessing fusion, the process that powers the sun, could provide a limitless clean energy source. So the idea, yes, I said idea, is that there's energy from the laser going into the process of fusion, and well, I'm just going to continue because the article explains it better than my garbly mouth. In the process called inertial confinement fusion, 192 beams from NIF's laser, the highest energy example in the world, are directed towards a peppercorn-sized capsule containing deuterium and tritium, which are different forms of the element hydrogen. This compresses the fuel to 100 times the density of lead and heats it to 100 million degrees Celsius, hotter than the center of the sun. These conditions help kickstart thermonuclear fusion. I just replicated that. The experiment carried out on August 8th yielded 1.35 megajoules of energy, around 70% of the laser energy delivered to the fuel capsule. Reaching ignition means getting a fusion yield that's greater than the 1.9 megajoules put in by the laser. We are very far away from seeing any kind of fusion power plant, but these are steps in the right direction. So possibly, perhaps in the next few years, we'll see legitimate, economically viable form of fusion, but not today. All right. I think I caught up with everyone in the chat right now. Well, here's a story from Scott. I remember a Sunday school teacher when I was a teenager who came to the realization one day Jesus probably wasn't white. Personal growth. That must have been an epiphany. All right. Good. That's good. Thank you, MC Fractal. Tritium is one of the elements in radioactive water. 2 neutrons. 2. All right. Is that heavy water? Is that like heavy water? I think that might be considered heavy water, right? Never mind. I don't know. So I think we just blew through all of these great stories within less than 25 minutes. That is amazing. I'm crushing this time schedule while I'm on vacation, everyone. Note, Friday, no show on Friday because we are leaving early. We have to leave early. We got a lot of things going on. So no show on Friday, but definitely show tomorrow. And definitely show at 9:30, the after party after show, if you do want to show up. Just to go over, in case you're just tuning in right now, the stories that we covered. Minister got COVID, died. Anti-vaxxer, anti-masker. Host of Prophecy Today show. Bodybuilder, Trump supporter, who dragged a police officer down the steps of the Capitol. He got arrested thanks to citizen sleuthing on the internet. Lake Mead, Reservoir Mead, going catastrophically low. This is just the new normal. It's just water out there in the Midwest, in the Southwest. It's going to be disastrous in the next decade or two. And of course, steps towards fusion. Did it all? You want to do something funny? No show on Friday. That's right, Scott, dude. Stay in bed and covers with head all day. Oh, hey, I didn't want to be a trigger for that. All right. The room looks, we're going to be back in Studio A starting Monday next week. That I can tell you right now. Heavy water would be, thank you. What's that?
Don't you have training?
Oh, fuck me. See, I'm just screwed, everyone. I do have training next week. I don't know what I'm going to do with my schedule. I don't. Yeah, I'll do updates. I'll do updates on my personal Facebook page. I'll do updates actually on YouTube because I can type out notes. You can check out the Laughing in Disbelief Facebook page, the Atheist Comedy Burrito Facebook page, because I start my training. I might start my training. I don't know. After this phone call, I'm going to get at 3:00 from the HR people at my new job.
Yep.
I'm sure it has horrible news for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm see. It isn't catastrophizing, everyone. If it's real, it's not irrational. Let's just do something funny, right?
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
How brilliant was that, huh? Had to share that one with you all. Hit the like, yes. That was pretty awesome, wasn't it, huh? Oh, man. Music to my ears, everyone. All right, enough with the banter. I'm going to do the thank you video. Please hit the like button and please subscribe. If you found any value in this, whatever we do here, please throw a couple shekels in. Become a YouTube member. Easy. Patron, that'd be great. Here's the thank you video, everyone. I'll see you in 3 minutes in the next show. The girlfriend is telling me I should pull my shit together, basically. And you're right, I should. All right, I'll see you in 2 minutes and 18 seconds, everyone.